and welcome to Damage Control Podcasting, a professionally unprofessional look at the conventions, ideas, and genres of filmmaking. Tonight, a special episode, a What's in the Box episode.
Yay!
No one can see your jazz hands.
Episode 13. I am here with... No, wait, 14.
Was it
It's
last
14.
episode?
God, don't make him take off his shoes.
Yeah, it's 14. It's episode 14. I am here with...
Tyler.
Yep,
Cody.
Daniel Newkirk.
that is correct. Fact, as Howard says. Alright, let's go to the news. Brenton Thwaites.
Thwaites.
Thank you. First look at Robin and Titans. Did everyone check it out?
I did not see that.
I've seen a couple pictures.
I was prepared.
Oh yeah, that. Now that's Robin. That is a great looking Tim Drake Robin.
I think he's playing Dick, though.
Is he supposed to play Dick Grayson?
Is he playing Dick, or...
I don't know.
That is definitely Tim's costume.
Okay.
Like, is this continuing in the current DC universe?
No, it's CW?
Is it CW?
Or...
I thought it was Go 90.
Let's go 90.
It's something like Hulu, but not Hulu.
It's not the cinematic universe.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, people. Hang
Oh
on,
no, you're
people.
gonna get dropped.
Hang on, people. Okay. Alright, we're off to a very good start.
That's the what the fuck is that? Titans and DC superhero. First, okay, sorry, I thought I had it. Nope.
Give me tread water.
Sure.
Okay, second up news. Second item on the news. New Sabrina series gets 2-season order from Netflix. It'll be based on the new comic book series, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They were supposed to do it on... They were supposed to be on... who has Riverdale right now?
CW.
CW. Okay, it was supposed to be a backup series of that, but they're not. They're going to put it on Netflix.
Okay.
Okay, so he is playing Dick Grayson,
Okay.
which that's the wrong costume for Dick Grayson. That's definitely Tim Drake. And then it is going to DC's direct-to-consumer digital service.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be DC's version of Netflix.
He's also got the staff. That was a Tim Drake thing too, right? That wasn't Dick. He had the... Or was that a Nightwing thing?
Dick did use it a little bit, but he used it mostly for jumping. Tim actually used the staff for combat.
Okay, so it is okay for him to have this. Okay.
Ish, yeah.
Oh, Starfire's gonna be in it. Watching that.
Okay.
I'm in.
So any comments on the new Sabrina series, Teenage Witch?
Again, using old concepts, making them new.
But the new
Like,
comic book series is very horror themed.
If it's more of a modern Sabrina, like what they're doing in Archie comics, I could get behind that. Like,
It's based on the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, the new comic book.
okay, because like I read Afterlife with Archie, which is Archie goes through the zombie apocalypse, and Sabrina's actually kind of cool in that comic. So as long as it's not like, who was it, Sarah Michelle Gellar? Was that Sabrina?
No.
Melissa
No,
Joan Hart.
Melissa Joan Hart, whatever. It's just another random blonde from the 90s. Yeah, as long as it's not like one of those remakes.
So
that
it's
make-
not supposed to be-
She was not some random girl from the 90s. She was Clarissa Explains It All.
She had an alligator in her room.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Wow, offended the Tipton brothers and Sabrina.
Like, so it's not supposed to be basically a comedy series. It's supposed to probably be more drama-like.
I'd say dramedy, probably.
Dramedy.
I'd probably watch that.
Adam watched he'd watch like half of it. Not the comedy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, here comes the comedy part.
Cool.
Ah, one chuckle. There it goes.
Who's playing Sabrina? Do we know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Next line. Moving on.
And we're out.
It's not Melissa Joan Hart, so I don't care. Avengers Infinity War trailer. What do we think?
I loved almost all of it.
Okay, before anyone talks, what's the part you didn't like? I'm curious.
I am not a huge fan of the way Thanos looks right now.
Okay, speaking of that, when he walks out of the portal, I told Tyler this earlier today. That is how Darkseid should have shown up in Justice League. Nothing fashion, no big fireworks. Just boom tube, walk out like a badass, and then Omega start Omega beam and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that was... I like that a lot. Like, how he is presented. My thing is that like his color palette is changed from what we've seen him in like Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's missing the helmet. And
Well, Kevin Feige, or not Kevin Feige, the directors explained that. He had the helmet and the armor because he didn't have the stones yet. So now that he's more powered up, he feels like he doesn't need so much armor.
okay, well, I mean that's a fair explanation, and I'll accept that. I like him better with the armor, but
He kind of looks like a Butch Patrick from SpongeBob right now in the color.
you're not wrong with that color.
And then again, they're not going to do it the exact same way it is in the comic books, because then you're just like, yeah. So they're going to change it up a little bit to make it their own.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, we don't have a actor cast for Sabrina yet.
Oh, okay. Tyler?
I don't know. Now I just have the image of Patrick Starr in the new Avengers movie.
Do you think... Okay,
Like, just fade to black and you just hear SpongeBob's laugh, like, echo over nothing.
Like a Joker, like
Coming.
slug laugh.
Coming. 2018.
Do you think Robert Downey Jr. is crying, and then the next scene, the scene before that, or the scene after it, you see Spider-Man get grabbed out of the air by Thanos and slammed on the ground. Do you think Spider-Man dies? He's not going to stay dead, but do you think he dies?
No.
You don't think that's why he's crying?
No, I think Stark is crying for a completely different reason. I bet, like, I would go on a limb and say Pepper dies.
Really?
Because Gwyneth Paltrow has not been a huge fan of doing the movies. Like, they've been doing the kind of cut her character off scene and doing, like, phone calls with her. So I bet it's Pepper who gets killed.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
I'm going to take it more personally. He's crying because he's blamed himself for all this. This is basically, a bunch of this is his fault.
But
Not Infinity War.
Yeah, not but he.
Age of
yeah,
Ultron, 100%.
Everything else has been his fault. Yeah. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Well, think about it this way. He's like, oh crap, we wasn't prepared for this, but basically I exiled half my fucking team.
That's
Oh, you're talking about, like, Civil War. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I kind of started this, and I didn't support them. Now they're halfway across the globe, and they weren't here to help me, and then more shit got destroyed than needed to be.
Yeah, that could be. Definitely.
Like, I'm just saying that. Like, but I do agree it's probably more likely somebody is going to die.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, that's almost going to guarantee at this point. Somebody's dying.
Well, Chris Evans does not want to do it anymore. He's tired of working out. He does. That's what he said. He does not want to do Captain America anymore. I can't imagine Disney and Marvel want to pay Robert Downey Jr. that much more money. He makes so much money. Plus the millions of dollars he makes to be in the movie, he gets 4% off the back end of the gross. So it's like, come on. Surely Iron Man is going to bite the dust.
Yeah, maybe, but man, he is the perfect Tony Stark, and he really makes those movies.
Yeah.
I would be very sad to see him not longer portraying Iron Man.
Now, I am not a Marvel fan, but at the very end of the trailer, when the Avenger symbols come up and that orchestra cue comes, man, I got chills on that. That was very well done.
Yeah, it was.
It was kind of as much as I like them, it was kind of nice not to have a remix rock and roll song. It's kind of. So.
Yeah, very much harkening back to the start. I like that a lot too. One thing I thought was kind of interesting is through that entire trailer, we don't see a single shot of Ant-Man or Hawkeye.
That's
So
true.
I'm curious what that means.
They die.
And you have to look closely to see War Machine.
Yeah. Also, I thought I was pretty surprised that Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow changed their hair color, because she's the blonde. And when I first watched it, I had to ask, I'm like,
yeah.
is that Carol Danvers? Is that who that's supposed to be? Because the thing
Carol-
moves so quickly.
Is Carol Danvers in this one?
Is she?
Yeah.
So the Skrulls are going to be in this or no?
With if they're trying to do an origin story for Captain Marvel, it should be the Kree.
Didn't
Because
they-
the Kree is what gives
okay.
Captain Marvel her powers.
Okay.
Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, whatever you want to call her.
Okay. Anyone else before I move on?
Yeah, no.
Good. Okay. David S. Goyer is in talks to direct the Masters of the Universe flick. He's the writer of the Dark Knight trilogy.
Did you say flop?
Ooh.
That was
If I didn't need someone to be on this podcast, Cody. He was also the writer of the Dark Knight trilogy, director of The
Oh.
Unborn.
So this is going to be a dark Masters of the Universe?
I don't
Well, the
know.
Dark Knight trilogy wasn't that dark.
No, I'm just saying, like, it was a more mature tone than the Batman movies before that point.
Right. I don't know. If they go the New 52 route, then yes, it'll be very dark. I kind of hope, as much as I like grittiness, I kind of hope they don't. I kind of hope they kind of leave in some of the 84 Filmation stuff in there.
Well,
It'd be kind of
that's
cool.
that's
Yeah.
what it was. And if they're trying to go for nostalgia, that's what they're gonna. That's what they should do.
If anything, you should come back to the 4-color type of comic books. It should be the Massive Universe movie.
This is also the 5th director for this movie.
Wow.
I'm
Mick-
number 6.
Mick G was the last one.
Oh, okay.
So. Who else was on it? The dude that did, I believe, the dude that did the the Internet Mortal Kombat Legacy. I think he was attached to it before McG was, and I don't remember who the other guys were. It has a release date of 12/18/2019, so almost 2 years away.
I'm gonna say this now: 4
4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, I think if this fifth director.
Well, I mean, I don't understand what's taking them so hard because they did World of Warcraft. I mean, that's basically a Master of the Universe flick. Just put more science in it, and you got more robots and lasers, and you've got.
Is it just directorial issues, or are they having trouble with the copyrights or something?
I think it's a script, maybe.
Yeah, it could be script. I mean, that's something that the script is going to be very important on.
Yeah.
So, you're our He-Man expert.
The
Who
the last script that I read was Adam was a Iraq veteran. He wasn't even an attorney yet. Skeletor was a man of science, which is bullshit. He's a man. He believes in wizardry, not in sorcery. And through an accidental vortex, he brings Adam over into Eternia. But that was like the first director was attached to that script. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds garbage.
Yeah. So I don't know what script they got going on, but they need to stay on Eternia. You got your science, your wizardry, and you mix them together. Don't go to Earth. Don't just.
But that worked out so well in the other live action movie.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
And Courtney Cox was there, and the
Awesome.
Cosmic Key, and
Yeah.
That has one of the best product placements of all time.
What was
The
it,
KFC
Yeah.
product placement was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah. Do you know the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie Cyborg? That script for that was actually Master of the Universe 2.
oh really?
But it fell through, obviously, and then they just reworked it in the Cyborg.
So who they cast for He-Man and Skeletor in your head? Like who would you want to see?
Man, this sounds like a cop out. I kind of want an unknown, but if I had to pick somebody, one of the I mean, come on, Chris Hemsworth would be great,
Oh yeah.
but he ain't gonna do it because
He's hold too many magical items as
yeah, as it is. Yeah. So an unknown, man, Dolph Lundgren stills, and then I wouldn't for Skeletor, man. What's his name? The Skeletor in the first live action,
Frank Langella.
Frank Langella. Put him back in.
Bring him back in. Just make him up.
Because Skeletor, he's old. He's what's the word? Emaciated.
How do you do a podcast when I'm not here?
Put Doug Jones in the costume. Okay, let Doug Jones play the costume, but have Frank Langella do the voice.
Okay.
I can get behind
That'd
that.
be sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know if any wrestling fans here.
Yeah.
Al Snow is Man at Arms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, looks just like him.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
Cody's got to look him up. All right,
It sounds familiar.
Okay,
I've
more
been
important
forever.
question: who's playing Tila?
Tila,
Ooh.
Jessica Chastain. No, because this is gonna sound bad. She's too well endowed. Tila's very. We need someone more athletic, like a Gal Gadot type figure.
We should get Gal Gadot.
No.
She's gonna be too busy with Wonder Woman 3.
Yeah.
I gotta get two.
Who would you use for Tila?
The first person that kind of pops in my head, if you can make her up, is the actress who played Jessica Jones.
Ritter?
Yeah,
Katie Ritter.
I think so.
Well, I was thinking, of, who's the UFC fighter?
Oh, Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rousey would do it.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
would be real good.
All right. Now we just got to bang out a script.
Look, here's the perfect way to do it. Okay, forget the other script I did. Marlena is from Earth. Okay, so you have her having a nightmare of the space launch from Earth. Okay, so you get the backstory. So you get the prologue from a nightmare she's having. She wakes up, she's in Turnia next to Randor, and then the movie continues on. Right there. So keep that way. We explain it all. Just explain it all in an opening dream sequence. We don't need to go to Earth anymore after that. Boom, and then it's just straightforward from there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I think it's like when you start talking about these fanciful worlds, so many people want to bring them to Earth and try and modern
Earth
it up.
sucks.
No, let's yeah,
Exactly.
Earth sucks. You know,
And I don't understand the problem. Not Dungeons and Dragons.
Warcraft,
No, the chair with the swords.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. The chair with the swords. Game of Thrones. They have 30-foot wolves. Why can't what? So you got Cringer and you got Battle Cat and you got Panther knocked out right there. If Games of Thrones can do it, why can't a big studio do it in a movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe Star Wars, Star Trek, they've got the spaceships technology knocked out. So you got rid of all the science. I mean, Guillermo del Toro's been putting Doug Jones in the costumes forever. Why is it taking so long to get this movie off the ground? I want to see a He-Man movie so bad. You guys have no idea.
Yeah, I could totally
So
get
bad.
behind if you could get Industrial Lights and Magic to do the special effects.
Yeah.
Like that would be awesome.
They're not doing anything nowadays, are they?
Only one Star Wars movie a year.
Alright.
Cranking that shit out.
Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. I'm sorry.
I dig it.
The last bit of news is the trailer for the Batman anime, Batman Ninja. I made Tyler watch it right before we started. Tyler said it was screwed up.
I mean, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm not a huge anime person, but it still looked interesting.
What do you think?
So excited for it. Like I like twists on the Batman mythos, and I like kind of the different variations. Like I kind of like the Joker being the like the evil daimyo, and like I really like the samurai armor, so all painted up with the Joker face on it. Thought that was
Yeah.
really sweet. My big thing is I really hope that there's an English dub version of it.
You don't like
because
subtitles?
I have a difficult time watching a movie and reading the subtitles at the same time because,
Oh, okay.
so like when I watch a movie, I don't tend to just sit and watch the movie. Usually, I'm doing multiple things, and if it has
Oh, you're
subtitles,
one
I
of those
tend
people.
I tend to miss some of the content in the subtitles.
Gotcha.
I'm really looking forward to it. Both. I like whenever they do. I don't mind if they don't do a dub, but I'd rather have a dub and the subtitle. That way I can watch the dub and like, oh yeah, I get it all. And then you watch the subtitle version and then you get everything that was lost in translation as well.
Gotcha. I really like it. Like I was telling Cody before we started, I really like the anime, the more serious anime stuff. I think it'd be cool if like the what I like is the movement that anime has. I wonder why they can't translate that to live action.
It's very fluid. I don't.
Yeah.
I wish
Maybe
I
it's
knew
because the
more about
body
it.
doesn't move that way.
Well, it moves that way, but you gotta realize when you're animating something, you can perfectly make it what you want it to do. Like when you're just having actors and stuff, they can't do everything you want them to do if they're not up to snuff with it, or it's not physically possible.
That's true. Speaking of movement, you seen Justice League?
I've known enough about it now.
Okay. Did you notice how weird Ezra Miller was running?
Yeah, like almost like a gazelle almost.
Do you think he was trying to copy the panels? Because like he'd stretch his arm out, like because you see the panels of Flash, he'd always have his arms but like that doesn't really translate. No one really runs like that. You think that's what he was trying to do?
I was really disappointed with how they animated Flash in that entire movie. Like when you have CW who's animating Flash perfectly, you really need to step up your game, and that was really disappointing. Like I hated the way he moved because like Okay, so Flash runs fast. He doesn't leap to make his giant steps. He takes the same number of steps everyone else does, just very, very fast. So, like, Ezra Miller, when he was running, would have these giant gazelle-like striding jumps.
Yeah.
And that's not how Flash runs. He doesn't take bigger steps. He walks faster. And, like, I feel like that they, again, Justice League. I feel like they really dropped the ball on the animation on that. I hated it.
That might have been just specifically like what you said. CW's doing it perfectly, and they didn't just want people to say, "Oh, they're just taking all the shit from CW."
But it's perfect.
Right.
I did a TV commercial with a super speeder, and I think our super
Did
speed.
you? I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I saw the what was it, Green Arrow and Joker?
Yeah, that was our first one.
Yeah, I
And
saw
then the
that one.
second one, we had a super speeder that was speeding around the store looking at things. And I think our special effects for the super speeder were better than the super speed.
Is that
for
you or
just-
you-
No. Yeah,
Oh.
I think it was some actor Daniel.
Yeah,
Day.
it was an actress who she works for the local theater here.
Oh, okay.
And my rep who was doing the commercial recruited her.
Oh, okay. You're a fan of the Flash. What did you think of how he was?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Any comments on?
I didn't like Ezra Miller's Flash. I don't know why. I didn't like it.
He was too socially inept in a lot of places.
Like, he was just. I need friends. It's like.
You guys, okay? You guys know a lot about the Speed Force. Definitely
Yeah.
more than I know. So in the scene where they're on top of Gotham Central, and Jim Gordon turns around and it's just he's like, oh, that's rude, but he's like bye or whatever, and the lightning comes, and then he disappears. So what does that mean? Does that mean he's tapping into the Speed Force and he hasn't gone yet? I thought he had to. I thought
I think it
basically.
was just crappy.
it was crappy
Yeah.
animation because that's not how Flash works at all.
Like he's
Oh.
Like,
okay.
Flash generates electricity because basically it's static. Like, the motion from his body hair generates static electricity.
So it's not like Speed Force isn't like a dimension that latches onto him and pulls him.
No.
Not really, but he does, like, they've really changed it where Speed Force is like a dimension where he's reaching out and tapping into the power of it
Right, okay.
and that's how they explain how he moves so fast.
Okay. I meant to ask you that time we went to see it. And I forgot to ask you.
I don't know. I didn't like. I think Ezra Miller's a weird guy. I mean, I don't know him personally. I mean,
Me neither.
we don't hang out anymore.
I saw him over your house the other day.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, anyone else got any other news before I go on to birthdays?
If you're not watching Runaways, you need to be watching Runaways on
Is
Hulu.
it good?
What is it? Hulu? I don't have Hulu.
Oh, Hulu.
Steal Samantha like
it
I
is
do.
so good.
Is it like it's staying accurate to the source material though?
Yeah, like they're really respecting it a lot. Gertrude has the raptor. Nico
I heard
has
the
her
CGI
staff.
on that isn't the best.
The raptor's a little rough looking.
Yeah, that's
It's not as fantastic, but I mean.
But they say it doesn't hurt the show. It just it kind of whoa. Okay.
Yeah, when you look at it, you go, okay, that's a CGI raptor. That is not Jurassic Park quality.
Right.
But as long as you can put away from that, like the magic effects from Nico are really, really good. Chase is interesting. The effects for Carolina is really solid. I'm really, really liking Runaways right now.
Okay. Anyone else before I go?
Nope.
Okay. Since this is probably the last podcast we're going to do this month because it's the holiday season and everyone's got. No?
Don't we have an interview with that guy, that Mike, for next week?
Oh, I thought you said you couldn't do it next week.
No. It's the week after. I can't do that.
Oh, hell. Well, anyway, we're still going to do this since I wrote it down.
Okay.
But I got confused. I thought this was going to be the last podcast because of family issues and it's holidays and everything. But we do have a special interview coming up. But I'll do this anyway. I was going to honor the celebrities that have passed away this year.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Some of the clearly didn't do all of them because we lost a lot of them this year. So I kind of did ones that I didn't know about that kind of surprised me. I didn't realize Fats Domino had passed away.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. Tom Petty. I didn't know this one. But, Harry Dean Stanton. John Hurd, the dad from Home Alone.
Wow, really?
Someone I believe probably has a lot of impact on our lives, Adam West. The myth, the legend.
That is very sad to see him go.
Another man who probably had some impact on some of our lives, Roger Moore. Powers Booth. Bill Paxton.
Sure wasn't Bill Pullman.
No, Bill Paxton. John Hurt. And Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I just wanted to say Snuka. So. Okay, alright. Sorry. Okay, now moving on to birthdays. The Mummy, the original Mummy, well, not the original, the first remake, the good Mummy, Brendan Fraser. Gorgeous Julianne Moore.
You think Julianne Moore is gorgeous?
Yeah, I do.
I think Julianne Moore is like one of those people where like one movie she can be smoking, and
don't know
then the
what she
next
looks
movie
I'm just double checking.
Alright.
she's Maud from The Big Lebowski.
This guy here, I put him on here because he is part of one of your favorite deaths in Final Destination. Jonathan Cherry. His birthday is today.
Which death was he in Final Destination?
The one that you like with the car, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was a girl that died with the.
No, remember he's the guy that explodes and the barbed wire fence flies off.
Oh, him. Okay, yeah.
Eugene Clark. He plays Big Daddy, the African American gentleman zombie in Land of the Dead.
Okay.
Another person that had a huge. I can't really speak for you. I'm sure it probably is. I definitely know for you. I definitely know for you. I definitely know for me. Played a big impact in our childhood. Andrea Romano. Anyone know who that is? She's the reason why we have Kevin Conroy as the voice of Batman. She's the voice director of all the.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best casting of the last like 50 years.
She does all. She does not all of them because I do know a few she doesn't do, but pretty much every really good DC animated, she's behind the voice casting for it. So it's her birthday today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And as always, Alessandro Guaido. He did stunts for Equilibrium, and I butchered the hell out of his name. So.
Well, there goes that listener. It was my birthday and it ruined my name.
Okay, so anyway, you wanted to do something for?
Yes, before we get too into today's episode, like Adam said, we got kind of a truncated schedule for the holidays. So next week we've got that interview of Mike's friend, and then the next few Sundays when we record our family things, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. So there's no time for me to give out Christmas presents, which I normally do for my friends. So before this podcast ever started, Adam came into the store, but I didn't really know who he was. I'd never met Mike, never met Tyler, never met Andy. I brought in Cody and Snyder. But
You're the son of a bitch.
but there hasn't been a lot of like the podcast has been one of my favorite things to be doing the last few months since we started this, and Adam and I are becoming pretty good friends. So I have a Christmas present for Adam.
I didn't get you nothing, man.
I know, it's fine. So it's not going to translate well, but this is Master of the Universe #1 from Image Comics. I found it in a collection, and that is that is for you, sir. Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. I don't know what to say.
Adam's crying at this point.
I am, man. I love Masters of the
He's
Universe.
also unzipping his pants, strangely enough.
Oh, that is thank you enough, Adam.
Dude, seriously, man, I appreciate this a lot.
Daniel's getting out a magnifying glass. Me and Cody are just about ready to walk out the door.
Oh, is that why you're standing?
Yeah.
I really do appreciate it, man. I mean, this means a lot. Dude. Thank you very
Merry
much.
Christmas.
I will get you a Christmas.
You don't have to do that.
I will. Yeah, I will. Thank you. I will buy a comic from your store.
There we go. That's Christmas present enough.
He's known me all of my life, and he's never once bought me a single Christmas present. Ever.
I don't even know what to say, man. Like that's really cool. I like this a lot. Thank you. I don't even know. Okay, now I'm all messed
You're also
up.
turning very red.
I know.
It's cool. I didn't ask you out. It's fine.
Oh fuck. Okay. Now I'm bummed out. No.
Damn, you bought him a gift. Adam thinks he's got to put out now or something.
First of all, it doesn't have to.
Yeah.
It's more of my pleasure.
Just remember, man, he's no foreplay.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
straight
oh,
into
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So tonight, my fault once again. I was confused. I thought this would be the only podcast of the month, but So I wanted to do our famous segment, What's in the Box.
I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, it's not that famous. It's a what movie is that from? What's in the Box?
God damn it, I don't know.
7. Wait, hold on. 7.
7.
I'm gonna change my buzzer. That takes too long.
Okay, so, anyways, we're gonna do trivia tonight on Christmas/holiday movies. To prepare for tonight, I watched the 2015 Krampus, and I watched the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special.
Right on.
I did. Okay, so before we get into the trivia, what's it about Christmas holiday movies that we like? What type do we like? I like the scary ones. I like Krampus. I like Black Christmas. Besides the He-Man She-Ra one, I kind of like the scary stuff.
I like kind of the more non-traditional movies. Like a lot of the Christmas movies are just kind of goofy, feel-good movies. But I like some of the odd ones. Like I like Krampus. I really like Jingle All the Way.
How do they classic? Jingle
all the way.
What'd you get me for Christmas? Oh no.
Trouble, man. Sorry.
Uh,
That's a movie they should remake.
Yeah.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, like
Yes.
he's got to get something for his grandkid now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. Well, you
Bring
well,
Sinbad back.
You answer my other question. What does it take to write one? So apparently that's it. So.
I love the feel good. I like Christmas always in my family is usually the only time we ever get together, so I like ones about families coming together and stuff.
Okay.
And then the ancient struggles of Rudolph leading that sleigh.
That is very, very ancient.
Yeah.
Tyler?
It's such a bad thing. They're like, we don't like you, Rudolph. Oh, wait, we need you now. You're awesome.
Yes.
That's horrible.
Well, that's
That
the
is
point of life.
horrible.
People only like you if you can help them out with stuff.
People like me all the time.
I can say that's why Cody's here. So I borrowed his truck when I first moved to town.
I'm kind of sad because the deep part of me is only thinking that might be true. That's sort of why I got rid of the truck.
Oh, you got rid of the truck?
Well,
I was
can-
gonna need that.
I still have access to a truck.
Cody, get out.
Get out.
I
Leave
have
the
no
store.
place to go.
Okay, everyone got their buzzers ready? Wait, do that. Let's see if you register. Yep, yep.
I just sound like I'm opening
Okay.
dubstep.
That does. We can get down to that.
Okay, so.
Sorry.
Okay. So, Daniel, this is your first What's in the Box.
Oh, okay.
episode. You were
It's
extra-
everybody's
extra-
first What's in the Box episode for you.
Oh, it is. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a whole new cast. Yeah.
Welcome.
That's why I was saying I
Season
wasn't familiar
2.
with it.
Yeah. So the first category is AKA actors known as.
Uh-oh.
So, Tyler, I'm gonna name off some actors. Now remember, this is Christmas themed. Okay, I'm gonna name off some actors. You tell me what character they played. George Wendt, Will Sasso, Ed Asner, Edward Ivory.
Santa Claus.
Yep, you just guessed, didn't you?
No, because Ed Asner was the Santa Claus in
Oh, shit.
Elf.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Next question. I really like this comic book, Daniel. Like that.
Oh my God! Get over your
That
man
like
crush
blew-
with Daniel.
That
I
like
gotta.
blew me away, man. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
no, there's a joke in there somewhere.
All right, here we go. Martin Short, Scott McDonald, Chris Pine, Robert Morse, Michael Keaton. Holiday films.
Jack Frost.
Jack.
Oh!
Who was it? Michael Keaton? Is that the one?
nice.
No, Chris Pine. He voiced
Oh.
Jack Frost in Rise of the Guardians.
Okay, good.
I forgot.
Okay, here we go. This one may be hard, so think. What is Adam thinking? What is
What is Adam
thinking?
thinking? I don't want to. Please
Luke-
make it stop.
Luke Harker, William Connor, Brendan Cook, Rob Archer.
Never heard of a single one of these people.
Frosty?
Nope. Give me one more second. You're allowed to. You're allowed to buzz back.
Oh. I don't have anything else. I was going to do some chirps because there's a lot of dead air there.
An elf.
Krampus.
There's
There's been
more than one Krampus?
Oh, there's a ton of Krampus movies.
Really?
Are they,
Oh, yeah.
are they
Let's see, we got
Cramp Eye?
Luke Harker played Krampus in Krampus. William Connor played Krampus in Krampus the Reckoning. Brendan Cook played Krampus in Night of the Krampus. Rob Archer was Krampus in A Christmas Horror Story.
Huh. I had no idea there was more than one Krampus movie.
Okay.
Oh, shit, sorry. I'm trying to keep...
What's the answer?
I don't know. Steve.
Oh, shit. Good guess.
Sorry, my phone likes to is going to shut itself off if I don't keep playing with it. So
David Krumholtz, Danny Woodburn, Will Ferrell.
Elf.
Yep, I knew that. Okay, last one in the AKA section: Doris Rich, June Lockhart, Elizabeth Mitchell.
Mrs. Claus.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
you hate Elizabeth Mitchell.
Yeah, because of Juliet.
Yeah, but if you're listening, I love you.
I don't. I hate you. You ruined Sawyer. Songs of the holidays. Okay, here we go. Now listen, guys. I'm not going to sing. Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, which caused what to happen and allowed whom to escape.
The Batmobile lost a wheel and Joker got away.
Okay. Come on, Cody.
I swear that my buzzer came in first.
Okay.
All right,
What?
there it is.
What happened to Grandma, and what?
Got ran over by a reindeer.
What was the second part?
Oh, there's a second part?
Yeah. What? Okay, Tyler's out. It's you two now. What happened to Grandma, and what was she drinking too much of?
Oh.
Got ran over by a reindeer, was drinking too much eggnog
Yes.
as she journeyed out into the snow.
Oh, he said too much. That loses a point.
Okay. Leroy mixed Jingle Bells with what? This is Leroy the Redneck Reindeer.
Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Leroy mixed Jingle Bells with what?
Shotgun shells.
Rebel yells.
No. Yep. Mixed Jingle Bells with a Rebel Yell.
Oh, I thought we were talking about. Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
No. Why are you apologizing to
I
me?
don't
I was
know.
answering the question.
You give me a comic book.
That's what
Yeah,
happens.
that's right. You must now subserve to me.
That's what happens in Jeopardy all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did? Do you guys think I look good in a mustache?
No.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. No.
What did Jeff Foxworthy receive on the 5th day of Christmas and the 1st?
Parts to a Mustang GT, first day of Christmas, 5 flannel shirts.
He
Bingo.
said it backwards. It don't count.
Now, can anyone name all 12?
Of the redneck ones?
Yeah.
No.
shit.
I know shotgun shells is one of them.
You don't have to buzz in, just if you can
Beef
think of it.
jerky's one. I
Something
think.
about
A 6-pack.
9 years probation.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You guys ready? I can do them.
Go for it. Because you have it written down.
12 packs of Bud,
12
11 wrestling tickets, 10 of Copenhagen, 9 years probation, 8 table dancers, 7 packs of Redmond, which is Chew.
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Okay. 6 packs of Spam, 5 flannel shirts, 4 big mud tires, 3 shotgun shells, 2 hunting dogs,
And some parts to a Mustang GT.
What horror icon makes an appearance in Weird Al Yankovic's The Night Santa Went Crazy?
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. What Looney Tunes character had a blue Christmas?
Porky Pig.
Nope.
No, it was White Christmas.
Oh no, shit! It was Porky Pig. I put Elmer Fudd, but it's Porky Pig.
All right.
Dude, I did this at like 3 in the morning. Leave me alone. Let me change that because no one's ever gonna see this. No one change it. 3 in the morning, man. Leave me alone. I did this 3. Okay, here we go. Next category, Elseworlds. Elseworlds. What character from a famous Christmas movie was also a victim of Freddy Krueger and Freddy vs. Jason?
What?
Character?
Yeah, what character from a famous Christmas movie was also a victim of Freddy Krueger and Freddy vs. Jason? I was able to work Freddy into it. I was able to work Freddy twice into a Christmas themed episode.
Well, you just creamed in your jeans,
I
didn't
did.
you?
Didn't I?
What character?
I've seen that movie like 4 times. I don't remember any Christmas.
Remember the J ripoff?
No, okay. Let me rephrase this. I thought I was trying to rephrase my question because you guys give me a bunch of crap. So I was trying to phrase my question perfectly.
So we made it worse.
The actor that was the victim also played.
Oh,
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I probably should have worded it that way.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like Freddy like eviscerated a Santa Claus doll or something
No,
at some
no.
point.
The actor that died in the movie by Freddy also played a really famous character in a Christmas movie.
Name the Christmas movie.
Christmas Story.
Oh,
Ralphie?
No.
was it Ralphie's dad?
Scott Farkas.
Oh,
Oh,
Is that
he was the
Booger?
bully.
Was that his name Booger or something?
Yeah, something like that.
never seen the movie.
Zach Ward is the name of the actor.
Hmm.
Okay. What WWE wrestler plays a demon that loses a bet with an angel, so he becomes a giver of toys and happiness? But when the bet is off,
Goldberg?
holy shit, how'd you know that?
Because I remember being
What's the name of the movie?
isn't it some Christmas pun?
Santa's Sleigh.
Yeah. I remember Mom taking us to Blockbuster to buy Christmas movies, and that was the one that you picked. You severely damaged my childhood.
Another WWE wrestler plays an amnesiac who is manipulated by an evil millionaire into thinking he is Santa Claus.
Damn, why do wrestlers make such weird ass freaking movies?
Because they're trying to get into Hollywood.
This movie was back in 1996, if that helps.
Kane.
No.
I'd just be guessing at this point. I don't know.
Hulk Hogan with Santa with muscles.
Mm.
It was
Okay.
It was snobbed by the Oscars.
Imagine that.
Okay. What DC character was hired by the Easter Bunny to assassinate Santa Claus? What DC character was hired by the Easter Bunny to assassinate Santa Claus?
Deathstroke?
Deadshot.
Nope.
The Joker.
The main man, Lobo.
Oh, I can
Huh.
see that.
The Easter Bunny was tired of Santa always overshadowing all the other holidays.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot.
In Marvel Comics, Santa Claus is what level of a mutant? Ooh, Daniel, it's too close. You decide who.
I think I heard Cody's first.
Oh!
Well, yeah, it's right. It's closer to you. That's science. That's
I
science.
don't know if a foot really
How
changes the
dare you use science?
Go ahead.
You
Cody.
measured the outcome.
Omega.
He is Omega level. Yes, Santa Claus is Omega level mutant with reality-altering powers that exceed Proteus and Franklin Richards himself. Okay.
And it explains how he's able to visit every children's house in one night.
What famous Marvel comic villain spent a Christmas impersonating Santa Claus?
Never mind. Sorry. Well, you said Marvel.
Yes.
That was for. I had a DC character in my head.
Joker?
No, Larfleeze.
Who?
Larfleeze.
Who's that?
He's the
Oh,
Agent
Oh, the
Orange.
Green Angel, right. Oh, sorry.
Doom.
Yes. Why did he do it?
I don't remember it. I don't
That
remember
was
why he did
definitely
it, but he
gonna
did
be-
it.
He
Yeah,
had to do it
that's right.
because Santa injured himself on one of the many booby traps at the Laverian Castle.
Marvel Comics, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
comics are weird. Except for this one. Okay.
Oh my God! Will you just
What? Alright. What? Okay, next category. Non-Christmas Christmas movies. Non-Christmas Christmas movies. What famous director / writer sets his movies during Christmas? Almost all his movies.
shit? I can name the movies.
Name a couple.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. The hell is his name? Iron Man 3.
Good enough. Shane Black.
There you go.
The Good Guys, Long Kiss Goodnight. Not all of his movies, but practically all of his movies are set in Christmas. The main character is trapped in Nakatomi Plaza.
I heard.
This is a quote.
I got one.
Finish the quote from Die Hard. Now I have a blank, 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 blank. Hans Gruber said it. Now I have a...
Oh, Han said it?
Hans said it, yeah.
Was that 6 blanks?
Or I meant dot, dot, dot,
Oh.
dot, dot. Do we have Kleenexes up here?
There's some napkins for
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Hans didn't say that.
Who said it?
Bruce Willis's character said that.
Oh shit, it's a good thing Stanbridge is
Yeah, I was like, because you said, like, I was...
Dot supposed to mean like one word,
He
not
would've-
a whole sentence.
He would have had the machine gun the whole time.
3 a.m, people.
You know when the podcast is gonna be.
Yeah, McLean says that because he's on the radio. He's like, now I have a
didn't-
machine gun.
I didn't think that sounded right, but
The next question is strange enough. Hans Gruber tells McLean what? Yippee-ki-yay.
that is the next one. No, I was joking. Okay. What are the 3 rules that are broken in Gremlins that lead to mayhem? Ooh,
Mayhem?
yeah, is that not right?
Mayhem.
Okay.
Don't feed after midnight. Keep them dry. Don't let anybody know.
No, that last one is incorrect. The other 2 are correct.
No sunlight.
Well, no bright light. Yes.
He didn't buzz in.
I was
Okay.
still on my answering page.
Your
God,
answering phase.
now I know I got this quote right. I know what movie this is from. A kiss under the mistletoe. You know, mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it, but what? But a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it. Okay.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Isn't that, that's either... I believe that's Catwoman from Batman 2.
yep.
Okay.
Well, yes. She says all the way up to, you know, mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it, and Bruce looks at him and says, but a kiss can be deadlier if you mean it.
Okay.
And then the penguin comes up with the rubber ducky for some reason. The villain in this film is based on Vlad Tepes and Grigory Rasputin. Non-Christmas movies. The villain in this film is based on Vlad Tepes and Grigory Rasputin. Vigo from Ghostbusters 2.
That happens
That's
during...
that's New Year's.
That's internet, people.
I was gonna say, that
It's
doesn't happen
New
during
Year's.
Christmas, does it?
That's why.
It starts
That's
off. It starts off in Christmas.
that's like saying like a movie that lasts a year is a Christmas movie.
3 a.m.
That's why they sing the New Year's song at the end of the movie.
Do they really?
Yeah, that's how they bring the people of New York.
If you're looking at Cody, Cody's like, this is the last one.
No, it's just
Cody's like, this is it. I'm done.
Hey, give us the sad trombone. Give us the sad trombone real quick.
It might take me a little bit.
Aw.
This app sucks. To the people who make this app, screw you.
Yeah, Tyler's got a completely different buzzer than the rest of us, and his apparently is garbage.
It is. There is an ad for Toys R Us. Great deals. Oh shit.
So
There
did you
goes
find
it.
it?
Oh.
No, go to the next question. I'll get there.
Okay.
We'll jump back.
All right.
Oh,
do
yeah,
some
that'll be funny then.
We'll do some editing.
Okay. So this is the miscellaneous section.
With the rest of them more miscellaneous.
Nah, it's the game over.
Okay. In A Christmas Story, what was the name of the department store that had the item in it?
Macy's.
Nope. In A Christmas Story, what was the name of the department store that had the item in its window that Ralphie wanted?
I know what the name of it was.
Name of what?
I knew I'd get there eventually. I don't know. I just look like the guy.
You do a little bit, yeah.
Oh God.
Sears.
No.
I was thinking Sears, but I wasn't sure.
Higby. Higby's.
That was my next guess.
What was the Christmas gift?
The leg lamp, wasn't it?
No, it was a
No,
Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah.
The leg
I've never
lamp was like a corporate gift, right? for
I've
his
never
dad.
seen the movie, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, do you just avoid TNT during Christmas because they just put it on?
Yeah, that's
24-hour loop?
all it is.
I've never seen A Wonderful Life either.
Don't.
Okay,
It's
no.
terrible.
Okay. In Christmas Vacation.
Wait.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. In Christmas Vacation.
Shitter's full.
No. In Christmas Vacation, how long has Cousin Eddie been unemployed?
Oh, this is
Damn.
a great ad. Hit the button and right into an ad for some battleships.
I still think that counts as a buzzer, so Daniel's floor. Daniel's on the floor.
Was that you? Was that you busted in?
I was trying to buzz in, yeah, and right into a battleship ad.
Okay. Hit it to a perfectly timed sound.
I think it was 8 months.
7 years.
What? Really? Okay.
They took away his disability because the plate in his head wasn't metal.
I knew the answer. You didn't let anybody else guess.
that's right.
In the 1994 film The Santa Claus, what was the restaurant that Scott Calvin, Tim Allen's character, took his son to after burning the... Yes?
It was Denny's.
Yes.
You like Oso Buco, Charlie? They're closed. They didn't have any chocolate milk or hot apple pie.
In the 1964 cult film... Let me start over. I don't know how to use punctuation, apparently. In the 1964 cult film Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, what were the names of the boy and girl the Martians kidnap while trying to find Santa?
Oh, my dad would know this. He loves that movie.
Call him up.
Phone a friend.
Yeah.
What?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Adam.
Bill and Betty.
No.
and
You're just that, you like people that have your name. So
If I remember right, like in that movie, like Santa Claus hates Jingle Bells and he's just an asshole to
I
the
tried
elves.
to. I haven't seen it. I tried to find it on YouTube. I couldn't find it.
there's
I
the movie,
The
the
movie?
year that Christmas almost didn't happen. Santa Claus got all pissed off.
That was the mining one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know that one. Okay. In the 2006 film The Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause, which member of the Council of Legendary Figures was the villain of the film? How to switch that from
It was Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
And he wasn't on the council. He got kicked off the council.
Okay. In the 1946 film It's a Wonderful Life, what was the name of the town that George Bailey lived in?
Been forever since I've seen that movie.
Bedford Falls. What was Ernest P. Worrell's occupation in Ernest Saves Christmas?
He. Oh.
What are you guys like doing some sort of reverse psychology?
We're trying to psych Cody out.
2 more seconds.
He worked at the airport?
No.
Damn it.
Post office.
No.
He was a taxi driver.
He was a taxi driver.
What?
Yeah, it takes Santa Claus
Remember
to the
he
airport.
picks him up from the airport?
He picks Santa
No
up
one
to the
makes-
airport and then he takes him. Be like,
Hey, Burnt.
Yeah, but that's how he get the deal with the reindeers is because he was at the.
yeah, he was at the airport and then he finds Santa's sack of
No,
stuff.
Santa leaves it in the taxi.
And he's trying to take it back to him.
Oh,
And then
okay,
they
yeah,
can't
yeah.
find Santa in time, so Ernest goes, saves Christmas.
That's fair. Okay.
How many times has A Christmas Carol been adapted into a film?
17.
Nope.
Oh, shit my pants. That was a correct
I
answer.
don't know,
Higher or
Cody's
lower?
savant.
I can't tell you.
I was just guessing. I imagine it's a bunch of
35.
Nope.
69.
19 times.
Oh, you were close, Cody.
Which version is your favorite? Muppets.
Muppets.
Oh.
Muppets.
Definitely not the Jim Carrey one.
I like that one.
You like that one?
I did.
The Bill Murray one's pretty good too. Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Yeah, okay.
I
Okay.
gotta go with Muppets. Anytime Michael Caine sings.
All right, you guys be quick on the buzzers. 'Cause I know you all know this one.
Oh.
Everyone ready? Name the reindeer.
Yeah, there was Donner and Dasher and Prancer and Vixen, Blitzen. I think. God damn it.
He did not make the cut.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph, and if you're watching Santa Claus 2, there's Chet
And Leroy.
and Leroy.
Yes. How many horror Christmas movies are there?
I'm not gonna answer. I don't care the answer. Well, I mean, I care the answer, but I don't.
23,
Nope. Higher.
24,
10 more.
34.
Yes. How
I'm
many
not giving you a
actors?
point for that.
How many actors have portrayed Santa Claus? Film, TV, voice.
God.
Seriously?
Yeah.
173.
No.
69. Wait, were you doing
80.
that to
83. 2.
81?
1.
Yes!
Some of the.
Okay, list them all off.
Yeah.
No, no.
Here's some of the weirder ones, though. Or not weird, but ones I thought were interesting. Frank Welker.
Really?
Yeah. William Shatner. He was a voice. Leslie Nielsen.
We've got to get all the.
And this one is weird. This is a voice actor now. Picture this one. James Earl Jones
As Santa
as
Claus?
Santa Claus.
I would so get behind that.
I think I know which one that's from. All in the Hood? No, Christmas in the Hood?
I don't
No,
know.
no, okay.
And then Bryan Cranston, the man who knocks himself. Bryan Cranston.
He'd be a good Santa Claus.
Okay, now.
I know when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake.
Say my name!
Now the next set of questions is just Christmas trivia, not Christmas movies, just Christmas trivia. How many real Christmas trees are sold every year in the U.S.?
$13 million.
No.
Damn.
What the heck was that?
1 million.
No. Daniel?
4 million.
25 to 30 million,
Wow.
with approximately 350 million currently growing.
I wasn't sure if the fake Christmas tree would knock that down.
Before settling on Rudolph, what were some of the other names considered?
Eugene.
Adolf.
No.
Steve.
Rollo and Reginald.
Reginald.
Reginald. You can't even get past to the red nose part.
Now here's a fun fact. This isn't a question, it's a fun fact about how Santa and his reindeer flies. Okay, so there's shamans in the Siberian and Arctic regions. Santa is a modern counterpart of a shaman who consumed mind-altering plants and fungi to commune with the spirit world. As the story goes, up until a few hundred years ago, these practicing shamans or priests connected to the older traditions would collect, I don't know how to pronounce that, the holy mushroom. They would dry them and give them as gifts on the winter solstice. Because snow is usually blocking doors, there was an opening in the roof through which people would enter and exit, thus the chimney story. This is up in the Siberian and Arctic regions. I thought that was pretty interesting. Sad trombone. How many football fields can the wasted wrapping paper cover after Christmas?
137.
No.
2.
No.
500.
5,787 football fields.
So how
We were
how
a
are
little
they,
off.
How are they doing? Are they doing it like they're laying it all out? Like, are they
It's-
picking one stadium and filling it up to capacity?
I'll tell you, 5,787 football fields, 333 million square feet, 4 million pounds.
And a partridge in a pear
In
tree.
2010, wrapping paper sales hit $9.36 billion. That was more than the combined GDP of Africa's 9 poorest countries. What's the GDP?
Gross domestic product.
About half of that's probably my dad.
That was officially the last question. We didn't go off topic as much as we usually do, so we didn't go as long. So has anyone got any funny? Well, you already said your candy cane story, but does anyone have any any funny Christmas stories or holiday stories? I had the flu really bad one year, and I was puking everywhere.
Is that the year you asked me to get you a bowl, and I came downstairs with like a cereal bowl?
No, that wasn't even Christmas time. No, any,
We don't really have any good Christmas stories in our family.
no.
Except that
Cody?
Dad can't write Santa Claus correctly, so now we get them from like weird,
Yeah, our
random
dad-
people.
Yeah, our dad leaves hints for like if I was getting a Nightmare on Elm Street DVD, it'd be to Adam from Wes Craven.
Okay.
That type of stuff.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. Santa exists though, kiddies, and don't be listening to this podcast if you're a kid. Highly inappropriate. Has anyone got any holiday movies they recommend? I recommend Rare Exports: A Christmas Tale, which is like a Swedish film, and or Norwegian film. And
Is that the one where they have Santa Claus, like he's like a demon, they have him locked up?
no, well he's not a demon. So they're mining and they find this naked, old, what's that word again? Emaciated man, long beard, and they think they have Santa Claus, but watch the movie and find out. I recommend the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special. I recommend the 2015 Krampus and the Claymation Christmas special. Anyone ever watched the Claymation?
Oh yeah, that was the one with the California raisins and
Yeah. The dinosaurs.
the dinosaurs that kept getting the Christmas Carol wrong.
Who become a waffling?
Here we come a waffling.
It's not waffling. He got really pissed off at the end.
Yeah.
There's a song in that really creeps me out even to this day. It's the Joy to the World cover.
Oh, the one with the
So
like the light.
That
and
creeps me out. It just like sends like weird. And then what's the what's that one?
Carol of the Bells.
Is that what it is?
Maybe?
That's really funny because they had the bells that hit themselves.
Yeah, that's Carol
And
of the Bells.
the one guy, his head of his hammer flew off, and he couldn't. Oh, that was pretty funny. Anyone else got any recommendations?
Yeah, I mean, the Muppet Christmas Carol has always been.
Oh, great.
That's a Christmas Eve tradition for my family. We have dinner and then fall asleep to Christmas Carol, and it's always like a competition to see who can stay awake longest to which ghost.
And that was who played? There was a man, wasn't it? I haven't seen him forever. Who played?
Scrooge,
Yeah,
Michael Caine.
yeah.
That's why I
haven't
said
s-
Michael Caine singing is always a plus.
I haven't seen it in a while. I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch that this year. Do you have a copy?
You're not taking my copy.
Oh.
Steal Mom's. That's why I have 2 copies.
Oh, okay. Anyone else? Recommendations?
The old Frosty the Snowman Christmas special animated short that's on TV.
Question has popped up. Good one. Question has popped up. What does it take to make a snowman? Takes 3 balls of snow. What else?
Button nose, 2 eyes of coal.
But I thought the carrot made the nose.
No.
In the move, in like every snowman ever has a carrot for a nose, but it's actually a button nose in the
Okay.
song.
What
yeah,
did
the corn pipe
what
and
did
a
one
button
snowman
nose,
say to the
2
other?
eyes made out
Out
of
of
coal.
smells like carrots?
There must have been some magic in that.
What are you doing?
Trying to sneak in. Yeah.
Alright. Anyone else?
The supernatural Christmas episode.
Really? They have one?
Dude, anytime that I can't pronounce it. Anytime the main part of the story where the main character goes, "If you fudging touch me again, I'm gonna fudging kill you." That's
really?
worth watching.
Okay. Do you have any recommendations for Christmas movies?
Die Hard always.
Hey, who says that?
Oh my!
Hang on. It's Josh, by the way. He just showed up.
Hey yo.
Real quick, here's one of the questions. I gotta find it.
Hey, give him the ones about the wrestlers. I'll see if he can get them.
Okay.
Okay, I'll come over here so I can shoot
Yeah, so
Feels like cheating.
so Josh and I are into wrestling. Josh is way more into it than I am.
Not as much lately, but typically, yeah.
Yeah.
They're old wrestling questions. You're fine.
Okay, so
Steve
before,
Rich 2 showing up the last minute.
No, it's locked.
Oh, okay.
okay, so before we get to the wrestling one, the main character is trapped in Nakatomi Plaza. That's Die Hard.
Yeah.
Okay, finish this quote.
From Hans.
I swear to God.
That tells you right there.
That's how this entire episode's gone.
Now I did this episode at 3 a.m. Now I
That's
have
his
a.
excuse always.
Is that like this? So it's like basically this whole script for the show is like that exam you're trying to turn in at the last minute, like it's crunch time and you're.
And it's like the wrong class. That we went for.
Wait, this is an econ 101. What am I doing?
Sure, you're not even in this class.
Crap!
Okay, now I have a blank.
Don't count the blanks because he just says.
Hans
blank
Gruber
over.
said this. Your beard looks really good, by the way.
Thank you. I don't know off the top of my head.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
Oh, okay.
See?
But Hans doesn't say that. McLean says that.
Whatever. You guys. Okay.
Damn you guys for being right.
Oh crap! Where did they disappeared on me? Hang on.
Okay. Well, while you're trying to find your notes on the this isn't even the class topic. I was in high school, and this is right around wintertime.
So it's relevant for today's
It
conversation.
is. It actually is. So I come home from work, and
Ah!
Hans
He
does.
does say it, but he says it, but he's reading it from what Bruce Willis said because he wrote it in blood on the guy.
Okay.
So that is a Adam
Well-
phrase question, and I will not concede that you're right.
Like I always say, I'm an American and I'm technically right, and that's the best right to be. Technically.
I hate to say it, but I agree with that.
Oh man, that's a sneaky ass question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
sorry.
Anyway, so I come home from work, and I'm getting ready for a date, and I'm getting ready to go, and my dad stops me, and he is just fuming mad.
Okay.
And I'm like, what's the matter? He's like, how in the F are you failing health class? All you have to do is show up at the school and prove you're alive to pass. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not failing health. So he pulls out my report card, hands it to me, and I've got an F in health class right next to my B in health class. Because I apparently am signed up for 2 health classes at the same time and completely...
You never showed up.
Yeah, and I never showed up to the class. So I'm like, Dad, I'm not even in this class. I'm in this health class that I'm passing
And
in.
he's like, how the hell are you getting a B in health class?
No, you don't understand me. My dad was ecstatic with a B. He was-
Oh, man.
Yeah, so he almost grounded me for a weekend, and he ended up going to the class and talking to my health instructor. My dad is ex-military, ex-prison guard. He knows how to threaten people, but he's the nicest guy in the world. And he talks to my health instructor, and my not health instructor, and he's like, so he hasn't shown up for all semester. Everyone said he's at school, so you just failed him, and you didn't bother asking why he's not showing up to your damn class?
Turned it on him.
Yeah, turned it on the instructor, and the instructor's like, well, let's not come unglued, Mr. Newkirk. And my dad just
Came unglued.
Oh, my dad looked at him and said, I will show you effing unglued. You're taking this off my son's report card. So from there on out, for the next 2.5 years I was in high school, anytime this guy said hi, he'd be like, hi Daniel, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm staying glued, Mr. So-and-so, and just
would be happy if I got a D minus.
Mom would have been happy if you went to
Yeah,
class.
that's also true. Okay. You ready?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
What was with that voice? That was cool. That was very.
It's my super professional.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm just gonna use this from now on if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my Seacrease impression. I can't.
What WWE wrestler plays a demon that loses a bet with an angel, so he becomes a giver of toys and happiness? But when the bet is off, ... 2005.
2005.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that movie Kane was in, but I don't think
This
that's
is a
right.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
That wasn't a Christmas movie.
Well, he was in a couple movies.
Oh, Bill Goldberg in Santa's Sleigh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, that one was so bad I forgot about it.
Another WWE wrestler. Do your voice though. Another WWE.
Which one, Adam?
I like that one too.
Ooh.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Another
When you're
WWE
sleeping.
another WWE wrestler plays an
It's just English. It's fine.
Yeah, for you. Plays an amnesiac who is manipulated by an evil millionaire into thinking he is Santa Claus. This is 96. A WWE wrestler plays an amnesiac who is manipulated by an evil millionaire into thinking he is Santa Claus.
Would you say he runs wild after being
Technically, he
manipulated?
wasn't a WWE wrestler at that point in time.
It definitely wasn't a WWE.
He was a
wrestler.
WCW wrestler.
That was 97 is when he started with WCW. 96 he was actually in between companies because he was trying to
How'd
do
you
his
know
TV
that?
show,
Oh.
which was terrible and didn't go very well.
Thunder in Paradise?
Yep.
Bite your tongue. That is a great show.
Mr. Nanny was an excellent movie.
There is
Also,
an episode of Thunder in Paradise where they get trapped in a cave, okay? And the only way for them to get out is like a mile-long underwater stretch. So who's going to hold their breath for a mile long? So they took their tops off, and they made. Of course, the two heroes could hold their breath for a mile-long stretch, no problem. But they had a lady with them, so they took their tops off and they sealed this they sealed it together, and they made like an air balloon, an air pocket, and they'd carry it. And the girl would like dip her head up there every now and then, and they'd swim out of the cave. It was a good show, man. Thunder in
That
Paradise.
sounds terrible.
It's-
like how no one technically said it was a bad show.
Josh,
I
You were looking at me the whole time.
anyway, how'd you know who it was?
I know a lot more than I should when it comes to this
Oh,
stuff.
so it's Hulk Hogan, but what's the name of the movie?
Oh, the movie I don't remember, but I know it was Hogan. A lot of the movies are, yeah. Anyway,
Santa with muscles.
okay.
He's, what?
Because normal Santas are just like skeleton, nervous system, skin, no
They're,
muscle.
they're
just flopping
emaciated.
around.
They're emaciated.
Emaciated?
Yeah, emaciated.
What? Yeah.
What was the other word you screwed up?
Can you name all the reindeer?
All the reindeer.
Yeah.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph.
And Leroy,
Leroy.
the redneck reindeer.
Oh, okay.
Well, you just put. Man, Snyder and Tyler both put Cody to shame on that.
What
I
was?
froze. All right.
The pressure.
He
The
panicked.
pressure.
He panicked.
What was Ernest P. World's occupation in Ernest Saves Christmas?
And Ernest Saves. Oh shit.
Yeah, got this one right. Wasn't a big deal.
Wasn't he like a janitor or something?
No,
that-
that was
he
Ernest
was-
Goes to Jail.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He wanted to be a bank teller.
He was a taxi driver.
Ernest
Okay.
T. Willard.
I'm trying
Bank teller.
Scared Stupid was still the best Ernest movie.
That movie
to.
scared
Yeah.
me.
That movie did.
That
scare
movie's
me.
still scary. I don't care who you are.
That's
Is
it.
Eartha Kitt still alive?
Hmm?
I don't
She was
think
in that movie. That's how I made that leap.
I don't know.
Who's that?
I was confused.
She was
I'm
the
glad you
lady that
explained
had
it.
the book that Ernest thought was Miak.
Yeah.
She was. That's Eartha Kitt.
Oh, Eartha Kitt. No, I believe she. Oh no, they.
Come on,
I don't know. I think she's dead. I think she passed away.
Speaking of wrestlers, we talked about people who died this year. Jimmy Superfly Snuka died
Yep.
this year. You got any other recommendations? Christmas? Any funny Christmas stories? Why are you late to the podcast, by the way?
I wasn't feeling well earlier. I was here for like an hour earlier today, and then I left and went home.
He was practicing his voice for the podcast.
Oh,
Oh, I don't have to practice for that.
okay. Okay. All right. Well, if anyone done, we'll wrap it up then. Daniel, if you want to do the.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out if.
Oh, right.
Eartha Kitt matters too, Adam.
Earth. Absolutely.
She was
How do you
Catwoman.
spell her name?
Earth with an A.
I
Oh,
don't know.
literally Earth.
I don't know. Go to Emperor's New Groove. You gotta do like the 6 degrees of Eartha Kitt.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Eartha Kitt. Yep, passed away December 25th, 2008.
Damn.
So on Christmas Day.
Thanks a lot, Jesus.
Anyways.
Womp womp.
Oh, you missed that. That was the buzzer option.
Oh no.
There was a really, really good one where I hit the buzzer and it went into the ad, and Tyler was right there with the sad trombone. So the final score was Tyler got 11 questions right, Cody got 7, and I got 3.
Ha!
I blame my buzzer app for a lot of it.
I'm the king of useless trivia. Get
Alright.
nowhere in life.
I'll get you next time.
Alright, so damage.
Who famously says that?
I'll get
A
you
lot of
next
people.
time, Gadget Claw.
He knows how to play What's Adam Thinking.
That's a
I think you
skit.
guys
The
are
pro-
on the same wavelength,
the
and that
pro-
is frightening.
The problem is, half the time, you don't know what you're thinking. We can convince you of something else. You're probably sitting there nodding your head, and you're like, shit, was I actually thinking that?
Look, okay. I am a huge fan of the Ramones. A huge fan. Okay, they are not brothers. Their last names aren't Ramone, and they're not from England. Okay, I am a huge fan. I know everything about them. My ex-wife once convinced me. She goes, "They're from England, right?" Like, no, but they're brothers. I said, "No, they're not. They're from Queens, New York." But no, I'm pretty sure they're from England. You know, I think you're right. They probably are from England. And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure the drummer isn't a brother though. And then I walked away. I'm like, they're not fucking brothers. What the hell? anyway, I'm
So
sorry.
if you have a sweet bridge to sell,
Yeah.
talk to Adam about it.
Jedi mind trick.
And
Jedi mind
what
tricks
was that
only work on the
volcano
week.
insurance they sold the Simpsons
Oh,
at
yeah,
one time?
Yeah, Adam's buying.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Damage Control Podcasting is being recorded at Underdark Comics and Games in Quincy, Illinois. Check out our Facebook page at Facebook/Underdark Comics, or check out our website, underdarkquincy.com. Send us an email, send us a Facebook message, come in, stop in, give us a phone call. We've got all sorts of gaming stuff as well as comic books for your holiday pleasure.
Okay, now see if I can do this right. Check us out on the Twitter at
The Twitter.
The Twitter.
at DamnCam. Damn
Cam.
Damn Control at Damn Control. Check us out on Facebook at Damage Control Podcasting. Check it out on SoundCloud, Damage Control Podcasting. Tumblr, Damage Control
Podcasting, yep. Instagram.
Grinder, Instagram.
MySpace.
Instagram.
Adam doesn't have a Grinder account. We're making one.
Yeah.
I-
It's gonna happen.
What do you
Come
mean I
on.
don't have
He's
a
got
Grindr?
at least 2 of them.
And send questions, comments, concerns. Once again, call me a twat at damagecontrolpodcasting@gmail.com. And check out our YouTube page. I am putting all of them up on YouTube.
If you haven't noticed, that's also Damage Control Podcasting.
Damage Control Podcast.
Fact.
I find one thing and I stick with it. It's
Yeah.
easier on my brain.
Yep. We should hit him with the tagline we have.
What's the tagline?
Reshoot, rewrite, redesign.
Oh yeah, I thought we did. Are we doing that or professionally?
That's all, folks.
Who sings Blue Christmas? What Looney Tunes character sings Blue Christmas?
Elmer
Fudd.
Fudd.
Or
It's Porky
Porky
Pig. I fucked it. Anyway.
Elmer Fudd from the Marinara Trench.
Now, how come when Daniel
Isn't it
does
like
his
Elmer
spiel,
Fudd?
like Daniel does it well. When you do the opening spiel, like it sounds like you're.
I don't do the opening spiel very well.
I've said that the whole all.
Oh, man.
Thank you for sticking around for
Welcome
the
to
Damage Control log.
Podcasting. This is like the part of the audio commentary on movies where it's just the end credits, and they don't think anybody's listening except for Adam, and they're like, "Man, I took a major dump today. You should have seen it."
And I'm like, oh yeah. All right. What do we want to do an audio commentary?
Let us know in the comments below.
I mean, come on, man. We're hitting an hour 19. We can do a movie. What movie you want to do?
Dude, there's lots
Cat in
of
the
movies I
Hat.
want to do.
Get out.
No, if you drink enough, Cat in the Hat becomes Wayne's World 3.
Okay, we are
Because
doing.
Wayne's World is the pinnacle of comedy?
No, I'm just saying, it becomes the sequel to Wayne's World.
Like the ones with Mike Myers?
Yeah.
Like the cat that had with Mike Myers?
The
All right.
best part of that movie is when he says, "You dirty hoe," and they pulled up the hoe.
I was shocked as hell when that happened. I
I
was
was-
super shocked.
I was sitting behind two mothers, and they did not like that.
Why were you
I
in the
did
movie
not.
theater watching The Cat in the Hat?
Don't worry about
He was
it.
trying to pick up chicks.
I walked in on the wrong movie.
And then just sat there for an hour and some odd.
We were doing. Are you in on this film commentary? Not
Yeah.
not tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh damn! I was
Tyler?
gonna do it tonight.
It says the man with his coat on waiting for the
Yeah.
microphone to stop
All
running.
right. I'm out. Okay, shut it down.
Because eventually I'll get divorced because of this podcast.
I'm helping you out.